Oh, I get it. The pressures of purchasing a new property. Just follow this advice and you'll be just fine. Roll that intro. Welcome back, everybody. So nice to see your smiling faces. If you're new here, welcome. My name is AlexBeltran, and I talk about tricks, tips, techniques, and everything real estate lifestyle. So, if you're in the real estate business, aspiring to join the real estate business, or you just want some guidance and references to everything that the real estate industry encompasses, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. That way you're not missing out. Let's jump into it. So every industry happens to have its hacks or its secrets that the general public simply doesn't know. And in this particular video, I'm going to talk about a couple things to consider before or while you're in the process of purchasing a new property. If that sounds interesting to you, then let's proceed. When it comes to purchasing a property, probably the most underrated piece of advice is be honest with yourself. At the end of the day, you're the one that's purchasing the property, so get yourself something that you're satisfied with. The next piece of advice that I would give you is establish if this particular home is going to be an investment property or a home that you're going to live in. If it's an investment property, go hard on the due diligence. Repair costs, local rent prices, always negotiate. Now, good deals happen all year long, so always be looking. But a pro tip that I always tell my investor clients is buy during a buyer's market, because that's the best time to negotiate. If you don't know what a buyer's market is, I made a video, I'll go on ahead and link it somewhere up here, where it explains the difference between a seller's market and a buyer's market. Typically, a buyer's market happens during the winter. Take advantage of the fact that the pool of buyers is significantly lower during the winter months. If you're looking to buy a house to live in, make a budget that benefits your financial plan and stick to it. Oh, my investor clients are gonna hate me for this, but the truth is the truth. Don't get hung up on the prettiest house. The staging, the fresh coat of paint, even the new appliances, they're all there to make you pay more for a home. Now keep in mind, I am a licensed real estate agent and I get paid off of commission. So the more you pay means the more I get paid. So me telling you this doesn't benefit me at all. But what I recommend is finding the ugly duckling of the neighborhood, then painting and finishing it with the finishes of your choice. I guarantee you that you will pay a lot less than you think, and these expenses won't be attached to your 30-year mortgage. I get it, renovating a property while you live in it sucks, but you can always renovate the property before you move in. Problemo solvado, that makes no sense. But you know what I mean, right? And speaking of loans, this actually brings me to my next point. The bank is not your friend. The bank doesn't have a fiduciary duty to do what's best for your long-term financial goals. Banks make money by lending you money. They aren't lending you more money because they want to help you buy your dream home. You have your budget. Stick to it. It's easy to tell yourself, oh, for every $10,000, it's only between $45 to $55 on my monthly mortgage. Especially if you're forking over more cash because the house is staged and it's move-in ready. When the ugly duckling house down the street is cheaper and has 0 offers. The time when it makes sense to go up in your budget is when the numbers make sense. Like when there's a good deal in a better neighborhood that increases in value better. I mean, at the end of the day, real estate is all about location, location, location. Right now we're in the peak of summer, which depending on your local market, most likely we're in a seller's market and there's multiple offers. Don't get caught up in the frenzy. Always ask for an inspection contingency, which means that you get to inspect the home and you can only move forward with the deal if you're satisfied with the condition of the property. If you aren't satisfied with the condition of the property, you can always ask the seller if they can repair those things. If the seller doesn't want to repair them, then you can walk away without losing your deposit. This next piece of advice is probably the most important out of this entire video. So if you discard everything, that's fine. At least take this one bit of advice seriously. And that is read the inspection report. I actually have a video on how to read an inspection report. I'll go ahead and link it up here. If I made $1 off of how many times a friend or someone in general said, I know someone that bought a house that has a lot of problems, is there anything they can do about it? I could buy my own island, sit back, watch the waves come in and out, sipping on green tea matcha, eating ribeyes, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and buying all the eccentric socks in the world. Because the first thing I always ask is, did they get an inspection report? If yes, did they read the inspection report? And the answer is always, no. Now, I can't comment on deals that I'm not a part of, so I never ask for the actual inspection report. But 9 times out of 10, they call me back and say, oh yeah, the problems were highlighted on the inspection report. And they had already removed contingencies saying that they were okay with the conditions of the property. Now, I personally walk my clients through the inspection report. If there's something we can't figure out, we call the inspector for clarification. But it baffles me how many people simply don't read the inspection report. Unless you're a very experienced investor, developer, inspector, or construction expert, expert. Get an inspection report and read it. Now, these are just general rules of thumb. Obviously, there will always be exceptions because each deal is case by case. Using a really good realtor that you can trust to help you navigate these waters will go a very long way. These are the things that I see most buyers get tripped up on, which brings me to my question of the day. Is there any part of the buying process that you have any questions or concerns about? Go ahead and comment in the comment section down below. And that's it for this video, folks. If you found this video informative or entertaining, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to keep up to date with everything that I'm doing in real estate, go ahead and give me a follow on Instagram. Other than that, catch you guys next week. Peace.